Hello guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. Come on in. This is supposed to be inside the Crafting Coaches Corner group or page, but we weren't able to get that live over there, so good old Facebook glitches. So join me. They are going to share me over, but we want to get you guys introduced to the Crafting Coaches Corner. So be sure that you join that group. Let me know when you're here. I'm getting this pulled up to be sure we are getting in the right spot. Facebook is causing me all kind of grief lately. And I know I've seen other people with these issues too. So I know they're not just picking on me. There we go. Hello guys. Hey Becca. Hi Beth. Hi Lisa. Hello Vicky. Hi Marcia and Carol. So glad y'all are joining me. We want to get this spread around because I'm going to do a really fun little painting tonight, and we're going to add glass and resin. And we are doing this for the Crafting Coaches Corner. And so I want to get lots of people for their group. You guys help me out. Hi Deborah Ann. Hi Linda. Hi Laveda. Glad y'all are here. Hi Cheryl. So y'all can let me know if you're seeing it sprinkled over. How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. Hi Inga, how are you today? Hi Sydney. Sydney, I was thinking about you today because I met you over in the Crafting Coaches Corner. So I'm so glad we met, and that's why I like to do events or things like this when I'm invited. So thank you guys for inviting me over. Yes, I'm supposed to be. We couldn't get it to work. We could not get the invite. I never could get the invite. Tried multiple different ways. I even turned my phone off and back on. I deleted my Facebook app and re-downloaded it. I've tried everything I know. So I don't know. Yeah, frustrating. But anyway, they are getting me sprinkled over, I hope. So y'all let me know how your week has been. I know it's so hard to start off on that little glitchy foot. Hey, Jace, how are you feeling, bud? I feel so bad for you. Jace is sick. So if you guys, I know I have lots of prayer people on here. You guys say a prayer for Jace. He needs to get well. It's so hard to be sick, especially when you fly. He's a flight attendant. So, that makes your sinuses and everything so much worse. Good. Well, I apologize. Like I was telling them, I don't know if you heard me, but I deleted my app. I turned my phone off and on. I did everything I knew to do, to get it working, but it just wasn't going to happen. I don't know why, but I feel bad. And I didn't even think to tell you, I can always reschedule. So if you would rather me reschedule, tell me now and we'll just chit chat for a minute here, and then I will do it another time on your page. So, so glad y'all are here though. And thank you for sprinkling. My main goal is we want to get lots of friends over into their page and into their group. And, are you sure? Okay. Well, thank you. Go ahead. And if you'll put the link to where you want them to go, I will pin it. And, okay. Sounds good. Well, I apologize. Let's get started though. I just like to see everybody coming in. And so I'm sitting here watching for people. Hey, Janice. Yes, thank you for praying for our friend Jace. Okay, so I'm going to be doing, I like to, anytime I do resin work, I prefer to do it on wood because it's heavy. And hi, Brookie, so glad you are here, my friend. You're watching from their page. Awesome, Laveda. That will help. Thank you. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. I don't know how, I appreciate that, Janice, because I never know where I can and can't and all that, so I'm afraid to. Anyway, when you're going to do a painting, you can do it obviously on a canvas. And if I know I'm going to add resin, if it's going to be small, canvas is fine. But any larger, I go to wood. And this is my favorite size. I just tend to love it's 6 by 12. So I started off with sealing my wood. You don't want to can you flip? Yes. Oh my goodness, I did. I was so flustered, right? Because we couldn't get it to work. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Is it going to let me? It's not going to let me. Why does it do that to me? You guys. It's just not going to let me. Darn, I'm so sorry. But my shirt just says Art and Grace, so that's all. Hi, Taffy. Glad y'all are here. Hey, Leanne. Anyway, I want to seal my wood so that the resin doesn't just soak down in it once we're done with our painting. So I use the multi-purpose sealer. Use whichever one you prefer, but I am an affiliate for DecoArt because if you're new to me, it's because I asked to be. I love their products. I've used them for years. I've tried all kind of other products, and I know some of them are good, but they're out of my price range. So for the price of DecoArt, it is the best quality. I love it, and you just don't see me using anything else. And so I, after several years, said I need to be an affiliate because you're all I use, and I send everybody to you because I use it. And so, yes, I'm an affiliate. So you can go to my page, which is Art and Grace, and pinned to the top is like my link tree where you can find all the things. And I do have a 20% off discount for DecoArt if you want to order it directly from their site. Or you can watch sales, like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Different places will put it on sale. But I do try to always show how I put this sealer on, because a lot of people will ask me, well, how much, or, all that. So I put it on going vertical, and then I dry it. I typically let it dry and then go off and do something else while it's drying, and then come back and do it horizontally. So I am going to just dry this super quick with a heat tool. So Jace, if you are here, I know you may not be, but if you are, tell us what you love about flying, being a flight attendant. He also does crafting, of course. He's amazing at what he does. He decorates Christmas trees and all kind of crafts. And so, he's very multi-talented. Hey, Stoney, I'm sorry I didn't get your invite earlier. I apologize. It could be me, but I did look as far back as I could go and did all the things, so I apologize. He loves the attention. He loves the attention. But it looks so fun, and to be young and single and get to go wherever you want, that's kind of living the life, right? So, anyway, how's the lighting? Is it okay? Because I have moved my lighting around this desk, and I'm afraid it's a little dark. I don't, Carol, because I have done this enough that I know how much to use and how to keep it from going over. But I do recommend, if you're new to using resin, that you tape the back with masking tape, or painter's tape is the best. Being able to go to different parts of the world, yes. I know that y'all put up with so much nonsense. I see it on TikTok. But if you can deal with that, isn't it worth it? The lighting looks good. Well, great, because everything's a little different. I've got a big light right here that I use. Let me see if I can show y'all what. And so I had it on. Does that help or hurt? Because a minute ago when I had this on, it was lit up like a Christmas tree, like too bright. So y'all let me know if you like that better or not. Okay, so we've got that dry. I'm going to put one more coat on, going horizontally. Does it look okay with the light? Maybe that'll help. I want this really well sealed because resin's expensive, and the glass that you use to do this. Okay, good. Well, we'll use it unless y'all tell me otherwise. And so I'm not about ruining my projects. And I had one ruined because I did not know to seal it. And what happens is some wood will release little air bubbles. And also, it's like another thing. I don't really know what happens, but if you don't seal your wood, it can really make your project look bad. So I've sealed it ever since, and I've never had another issue since. So I live by this sealer and recommend it to everybody else. All right, let's dry this. Y'all are going to see all my dark or gray roots and everything with this big light right by me. I'm way overdue. Hello, guys. If you're just popping in, hello. Thank you for being with me tonight. I'm going to do a simple painting and show you step by step how you can do it. So if you've never painted, don't tune off. You know, don't turn it and go, well, I'm not going to paint. I'll never do that. Because you might think, this is so easy, I can do that. Oh, Brooke, thank you. My gosh. I haven't been called beautiful in 25 years. It's been a long time. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. Hi, Lori. Hi, Susan from Ocean Springs. That reminds me, some of you will be new to me, so let me know where you are, because that's always kind of fascinating to me. I'm here in South Fort Worth, Texas. I've been in Texas all my life. I actually would love to see other parts of the world, but it's just worked out that we've stayed here. All our family's here. Pretty much. My brother's in Tennessee. So I'd love to be in Tennessee someday, but, you know. Yes, Lisa, definitely. Lisa came into my group thinking she couldn't paint. And she's learned to paint and learned to craft. And she's going to shows now and selling her stuff. So I promise you can. Yeah, Jace, are you any better with the meds I gave you? Okay, that's going to be good enough. We're going to call it done. Now, I didn't already get out my blue. To Glade Water. Where is that? Is that Texas? Yeah, that's Texas, isn't it? Glade Water? Texas is so big and we have so many towns that sometimes people will name one and I still have not heard of it, so. Okay, we're going to do, I kind of like a simple background when I'm going to do some, this is, what I'm going to do on here is going to take up this whole board. So, by Longview and Tyler, that's what I thought. Okay, I thought it was here. Well, you never know. It is a small world and we could wind up there someday. So, I am just going right here on the canvas with some blue and some white and we're going to do a kind of, I don't know, imperfect background. I'm just getting a first layer on. I did not even take time to, sand this. When you order these little wood panels, you really have to kind of sand them a little bit with a soft sandpaper. That's another tip I'll give you is if you're painting on wood, don't assume that they've done that. They do, a factory sand, but it still can have some splinters and some rough patches, which this one does that I did not sand. So if this is worthy of going in my Etsy shop, it will definitely be discounted. Let's put it that way, but I may end up just giving it away. I do that if I don't think they're, good enough to sell. I'll just gift it. Are y'all telling me where you are? Oh, thank you, Inga. I appreciate you. Have I met anybody else through the Crafting Coaches Corner? Am I saying that right? I always have to start typing and then it pops up. The Crafting Coaches Corner. I just love you guys and I love the community that y'all have and the fact that it's multiple. I started to say 4 because the 4 I see a lot, but who all is a part of that? If one of y'all are on and watching, let us know. Let us know who my friends need to be sure and follow. They'll follow your pages. I have the sweetest community. I really, really do. I get chill bumps because you guys are awesome and they will, if I ask them to, if I'm like, please, this is a new person, would you please follow them? They're like, sure, they're just so easygoing and kind and I love that because everybody needs new followers. We have our standard, but it's fun to get to reach new people. So tell us where we need to go. Oh, did I miss your link to the group? Stony or somebody, Jay, somebody put it back in and I will pin it wherever you want me to send people. I'm watching for it. I pulled my hair up so that it wouldn't bother me, but all these little pieces, I've got my fan on. Yes, there we go. Well, I'll pin this for a second so you guys can catch that. And then in a minute, you tell me page or group, wherever you want me to introduce people to Crafting Coach's Corner. Okay, right there. See that link right there, guys? I think I've got the other one pinned. Do I? I don't see it, but I hope it's there. Okay, so anyway, I'm just, you see, blue and white. Just blue and white till I like the look of it. Like I said, most of it is going to be covered, but I like to show y'all how I do it. Okay, perfect, Jace. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the help. It takes a village with me. It really does. My ladies know. Debbie. Well, I try. I like to do it this way so that I feel like when I'm looking at the camera, I feel like I'm looking in your eyes. So I do like to do it this way. And when I do, I face you so that you can see what I'm doing better. But a lot of times I just put my camera right here and have it down on my desk so that it's like a better close-up view. One day I'm going to have me a really good camera set up. I'm saving. I've been saving for a long time. And sometimes my savings has to go somewhere else. Like, you know, things come up and then I start over. But that's the goal. I cannot wait someday. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for following our friends. Watching from Nacogdoches. And that is east, right? Watching from Longview, Henderson, Vicki. Hi, Janice. Hi, Mary. I know y'all are saying hi to your friends. Little Rock, Arkansas. Becky's Designs. And Rebecca, you're welcome to come in as your page if you want to. I'm not, you know, I know a lot of people don't want you to, but it doesn't bother me if y'all want to do that. At least come in, make a few comments, and then go back, you know, whatever you want to do. I try not to say too much because I don't want to get y'all in the habit of coming in as your page and then get in trouble on somebody else's page, because I know some people are pretty strict about it. Okay, I want to get that dry. Now let's paint our design. Okay, let me grab I think I'm going to draw it out with a liner brush. So let's grab like a liner brush. Y'all didn't see that fuzz, but just a thin liner brush to draw this out. Janice and Mary. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, ladies. Last time I was in the group, or on the page, I felt so comfortable, and Jason and I became friends instantly. So I appreciate you guys. I wish that I, you know, could spend more time watching everybody, but I have severe ADD, I guess, so I can't do two things at once. If I'm watching on my iPad, I stop what I'm doing and just watch and don't end up doing my work. So, oh, that tea is so good. Okay, so let's do, now remember, this is just kind of my guideline I'm going to go by. So it's not perfect. When I get done, I always make a tracer for my group members, and they know that if it's wonky on here, it won't be when they get the tracer. I'll fix it. Because, you know, sometimes when you're going upside down, you know, it's not centered or things like that, but I'm doing my best. Y'all guess. Do you know what I'm doing? You probably do by now. You are, Jace? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know. I think I don't sleep well. I have a lot of back issues and I don't sleep well. So it could just be that I don't sleep near enough, and I don't. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to fix that line, but I decided I want my roof angled more. Are y'all guessing? It's not a church. It is not. Is that? Let's see. See, this is, let me just fix this up. Hold on, please. Hold, please. I say that so much. I have a bracelet. My son's girlfriend, or I hate to say ex-girlfriend. We love her. To this day, we love her. But anyway, she bought me a bracelet that says, hold, please. And because I say it so much. And I thought it was the most clever thing, because she would watch my lives and she just had it ordered, had it made, and thought that was so cute. These are from a company called Little Words Project. And you can have any, look at this. You guys, y'all are going to tune out because I'm messing up, but hold please. We'll fix this. We'll fix it. Anyway, you can get any phrase you want. So if you have a funny phrase or something that's meaningful to your family or whatever, you can go in and have them make one that says anything you want. See how easy it is to fix, you guys? So you just fix it. So honestly, I've said this a lot too, that I don't like to, but if I make a mistake on camera, I'm not going to freak out and, try to let y'all not see it. I'm going to tell you and how to fix it, because who's perfect? If you are, fly around and let us see your wings, because I don't think any of us are. Okay, so something like that. This inside doesn't matter. That's going to be, we're doing a gingerbread house. That's what we're going to do. A tall, thin, what are those houses called? A shotgun house. So it's like a shotgun gingerbread house. Thank you, Cynthia. How are you and Jerry tonight? Glad you're here. Okay, back in business. Back in business. Hi, Tony McGee. How are you today? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. It's good you're here. Yes, please, please follow. You guys, I beg of you, if you're watching me because you follow me, please go follow them. I really want to do good for them for having me, and I want them to not regret having me. So please give them a follow. You will be so glad you did. You'll be introduced to people you haven't seen before. Okay, so there's the door. We're going to do some fun windows. Let's start with this. I'm trying not to do a church. This is looking like a chapel that I do, so I'm trying to change it up. We could put a wreath right here. Remember, I'm just kind of sketching out right now with my white paint, and we will. Here's where my little surprise is. So let me see. Hopefully y'all can't see this. I want this off camera until I'm ready to put it on here, because it's cool. Okay, so I'm having to look at the size of that. So let's say about like a nickel to a quarter size. It's going to be right here. And then one on the other side. Sometimes I come up with a design to fit something that I've ordered. And I don't know, are you guys, let's not get in any debates, but are you guys Temu orderers? Or I know some people aren't, and that's okay. But, if I find something that's a really good deal there or on Amazon, I will get it and then figure out a way to use it, which is exactly what I'm doing with this. I had to come up with a way to use what I bought because it was so cute. Thank you for sprinkling, you guys. McGee's your maiden name? Oh, that's cool, Mary. Your back and neck's been hurt. Oh. Oh, well, Cynthia, he knows he's not alone. He's got God with him. He knows you're there. Maybe he's a little sad because he senses that you're not feeling good, something like that. Okay, do y'all see where we're going here? So that's a little porch planter kind of thing. Windows. Let's do some windows. have no idea if these are even. I have a feeling this is going to be a freebie. Let's just call it now. It's a freebie. We'll do a giveaway or something. I don't know if anybody even want one if it's not perfect. But let's do another row of windows. I'm trying to think how I can use more. They do look even? Okay, good. I'm going to use more of that thing that I'm going to put in there. So let me kind of add those into the design here. We will put, let's put one in the middle. Let's put a couple here. So there's one, and we'll put one here. And then we'll put more windows up here. How do y'all decorate at Christmas? And I know it's kind of early for some people, but I've done plenty of Halloween. I've done some fall, and I just had to move on. I was so ready to do some Christmas stuff. So I apologize if you're just not ready for Christmas. But this is kind of good for winter too. You know, just have it up all you want. Oh, let's do one in here too. We're going to have these things all throughout our little design. Okay, now I'm going to use raw sienna and a little bit of burnt umber. Is Omi on here? Oh, that's right, Jace. I think I saw you do a tree, right? Don't. Mary. Paper towels? I haven't seen that. Jace, where is your event? See, I'm probably, when it comes to people who are on Facebook, I've got to be the least informed person, y'all know, because I just don't. That's why my page doesn't grow very fast, because I just am not on here enough to know what's going on. It's awful. It really is. Okay, grab a flat brush. I need to hear about this paper towel thing. Janice, that's when we decorate our house usually, but as far as getting some paintings out, I like to start now. And I have some creators that are in my group, and so I feel like we need time to get them done. They need time and to choose which ones they want to do and get the supplies and just things like that. So we are just going to kind of do a base coat of this cinnamon or brown color. Hi, Omi. Glad you're here. Glad all of you are here. I appreciate it. I know there's lots of things you can be doing on your Saturday night, but glad you're watching us and chit-chatting. The whole point, I mean, it's great to learn how to do things, but it's just fun to hang out. And doesn't cost a thing to watch, does it? Unless you find something you want to do, then you have to buy the supplies. That's okay. That is okay. If you are a longtime follower of me, be sure, I can ask you this, be sure and follow the Crafting Coaches Corner. And you're going to find so many new creatives that you didn't know existed. And you're going to love them. I guess we don't even have to go around that. I just needed to kind of work it out in my brain where those were going to go. This year, you know what I need to do? I need to get some candy. You know, the little candies that you use when you decorate a... Ooh, I should have left that blue. Well, no, I think I'm going to do yellow windows. Oh, Bonnie, wait and see. You know, sometimes they're not as perfect as y'all think. I'll show it to you up close and then you can judge. But I do think it's fun to watch when you can see exactly what the person's doing. And sometimes, you know, it's hard to tell what they're doing. And so all that can be covered over. Oh, good, Sandy. Well, I'm glad you're here. You guys are awesome. I know y'all have a great community over here. And I sure do have a great community. So you get those two together and we're in business. If you're new to me, again, my name is Deb and I live in Fort Worth. And I've been on Facebook a few years. I did in-person paint parties before that, and like so many people that you probably follow, everything had to pivot when COVID happened. And so I did it kicking and screaming. I did not want to go online. I thought it was going to be so impersonal and just kind of weird, and I couldn't even imagine. And I love it. I love it because I'm one that would have never thought you could make friends online. I just thought it was, surely we all had that thought at first, like, this is just weird. But that's the best part of the day, isn't it? Getting that shower and getting in the bed where you can just relax. Okay, I'm going to just kind of go over this a little bit more. Kind of just getting a background and a base coat on here. I am going to start working in some of this darker cinnamon color in with this. I know, Angela, it's true. It's like, we enjoy hanging out online. And, in your real everyday life, you don't have people typically that love the same things we love. And they don't want to watch tutorials and chit chat about crafting supplies or the latest thing that's out. And so that's why we end up gravitating to each other like this. And we're learning as we do it, so that's always a good thing. Aw, thanks, Tony. You are so supportive of all of us, and we love you. That's the fun thing of it, is people that want to see what you're doing, and I know a lot of creators sometimes have ugly comments. I rarely get them, and I'm so grateful. I feel like, because I'm here painting and I'm not really watching the comments as good as some people can. And I feel like I don't even worry about it, because at first I worried about it because I knew that could happen. But I feel like the people watching would kind of nip that in the bud. I feel like y'all would be like, no, we're not about that here, Hi, Belinda. I know what you mean. You don't have to correct yourself. I can read autocorrect just fine. It does it to me all the time. Okay. This is a super, super easy basic painting because we want our resin and glass to be the star of the show. So far, that's all we're doing, is just kind of getting this house painted. I'm going to do the roof too. And we'll put snow on it. Oh, Vicki, I'm so glad you're a VIP. I feel honored. For those that don't know, VIP is very inspiring people. It's important too, but they inspire me and keep me going and keep me wanting to, do more and teach them more. And so I love that group. I do want to open it up again soon, very soon, because I do this every time this time of year comes around, because we have so many extra paintings and things that I want to do, and lots of glass art and things. So I usually open it up right about now, So I will be doing that soon. So be watching if you're thinking, you know, oh, I'd like to learn or whatever, just watch my page or get on my email list would be better. That way because I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. I haven't decided if I'm going to announce it or just do what I call a backdoor opening where I just send an email to those on the email list. So I don't know. Okay. Well, Kay, thank you. It's so basic. I actually thought that this wouldn't even take this long. I feel like I don't go as fast when I'm live as I do if I'm just doing it myself. Okay, let me grab a paper towel. If you're new to me, I also teach to squeeze out that paint in your paper towel before you put it in the water. It's a lot of paint that you can get out by just squeezing it in here, and then it keeps your water fresher. It won't be as, you know, it won't get all gross so fast. You're pretty basic. Thank you, Terry. You're so sweet. I promise I didn't tell him to say anything. So let me know in the comments if you have followed the Crafting Coach's Corner tonight for the first time. Let us know. Well, I feel like my specialty is to take a painting and figure out a way to teach it that anybody can do it, including your kids. You know, I am not about showing off or trying to paint something really fancy because that's just not me. I like basic myself because I do this for the fun of it and for the relaxation. And when I tried to do really nice, fine art, I was just frustrated all the time. And then I started doing what I call fun art. I don't know if y'all can see some of the things behind me. It's still pretty, but it's fun. And that takes all the pressure off because, so if you've tried to paint and it didn't work for you, you could have just been trying to do things, you know, a little too difficult. Now, if you want to go on and learn fine art, that's different. But if you're just wanting to kind of paint to have fun and, you know, and not do fine art, then I'm your girl. Oh, that's awesome, Janice. I love that. And that's what's nice about doing these things with each other is, you know, it does introduce you to people that you might not have ever known about. I am going to grab, I have my favorite brushes that I just use over and over. I've got a whole bucket full over here. Like this is just my detail brushes. This is just my smaller brushes. But I always go for these, the little, they're in my Amazon store or whatever you call it list. They're Jerry Q. So just on Amazon, you can look for Jerry Q liner brushes and they are so good. But I want to start getting some, oh wait, that's not what I was fixing to paint that, but I'm putting down my little special things. So I don't want to do that here. So let's do our wreath. No, I'm going to have to do another layer of background. Hold please. We're going to have to add to that background. So hold. So I'm going to take my brown, which is, I'm using raw sienna with just a little bit of white, and we're going to go over what we just did. So put that brown on here, a little bit of white in the corner, and brush that on. Excuse me for sniffling, you guys. I have had such terrible sinus issues, and I really wasn't sniffling, excuse me, until I looked down. You know, when you're looking down, it kind of tends to, so I apologize. It's annoying. Okay, Omi. Well, I'm glad you came in and said hi. So just that soft brown. Putting my white on the outside because we will have some snow all over this thing. have you? I tell you, allergies, I just had the worst headache with it. So if y'all have home remedies, I love home remedies. So let me know. You know, I've heard the Vicks, putting stuff like that on your feet, and some essential oils, which I've done. I think the essential oils help me. I use the peppermint. And that's really all I did. Oh, and Flonase. Flonase nose spray. I was out of that, so I did get that, and that did help. I think, I don't need it all the time, but usually spring. And I think that Texas is so hot that it thinks it's spring or something. Didn't you so tell? Oh yeah, that's terrible, isn't it? When you realize and you didn't even realize you were. It's like, ugh, yeah. I have not had time to watch your. I feel so bad. I probably don't. You know, when you're a kid and you doesn't use time wisely. I probably need to get up earlier and all that. What time do y'all get up? Y'all, let's take a vote and see what time y'all all wake up for the day. It all depends on how well you sleep. If you can sleep well, you can get up early. Eight-ish. Hi, Rennie. Glad you found us. Stony 6. That's my goal. I used to get up at 4:30 every morning like clockwork. And I'd leave here about 5:30 and go to work. And that was when I worked at a hospital. And then my next job, I didn't have to be there till about 8 or 8:30. And of course, now that I work from home, it's all out the window. Okay. Now, let's do our door, and then we'll do our wreath. Every day at 5. Oh, Patty, wow, 10:15 is so early for me. Like, that's amazing. But I can't imagine. Yes, isn't that great? You've earned the retirement, and it's so great to be able to just get up when you want to, not have to report anywhere. Definitely earn it. There's our little door. I like going kind of in the shape of things. Let me show you all that up close. That's right, Karen. 6:45, Cynthia. Yeah, you work hard, so you're probably tired. Okay. When I'm painting, I don't want to go the way I should. I just want to skip around a lot. So sorry if y'all are not enjoying the skipping around part, but that's kind of how I do. Letting pieces of it dry while I move on to something else. I've got some brown over here, so I'm just fixing that. Hi, Penny. Glad you're here. Oh, Rennie. It's a whimsical painting. It's easy. You could paint upside down if it was something easy. This is easy. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our windows, and I'm going to grab some gold. Like it's a nighttime. Our underpainting of blue is great. And they will have some black around them, so It doesn't have to be perfect. This is antique gold that I'm using. I use this a lot, so I always have plenty on hand. It's good for a lot of things, but I especially love it in fall and Christmas time, because you don't want like a canary or a school bus yellow. You know, you want something a little different, a little more muted, and it's perfect. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate that. This will make a cute card or sack. I always say sack because I picture, you know, painting this on a little gift bag, just a plain craft sack, and giving it as a gift. Yes, you can buy them for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, but how much cuter to hand paint one. I used to hand paint on all my shipments that I sent out, if you can believe it. But not that I sell that much stuff now, but it's enough that I don't have time to paint on them anymore. But I always thought it was fun to do that, and the mail lady got a kick out of it. And usually whatever they bought, I would paint on the box. So hi, Monica Bryant, Texas Breeze Creations. How are you tonight? You are welcome to come in on your page. I definitely recommend you guys follow each other, because it just takes a second to hit that button, and you may find somebody you love, you know, and give them a chance, because we all do different things, and the first time you watch somebody may not be exactly your cup of tea, but maybe the second or third time is. Or you learn, you know, so, and then you can always unfollow, but it's very hard to find people once if you don't follow them right then. You may never see them again. Isn't this a good yellow for stuff like this? It looks just like the glow inside a house on a cold winter night. We need to make up a little story of what they're doing inside. They're baking cookies and they're watching a movie. So y'all tell me what movie they're watching. Okay. Now I know. I started saying I have 2 circles here. What did I do that for? And I remember now. You do, Teresa? A pink pumpkin on when you ordered the pink pumpkin kit. Was that last year? I don't remember doing that. That's so funny. It's a Wonderful Life. They're watching I've never watched that, y'all. I've tried, and then I end up switching because I get bored. I need to sit and watch the whole thing. That's what I mean, y'all. ADD is a curse. It keeps me from doing a lot of things. I've never been diagnosed. I've just diagnosed myself. Nestor the long-eared donkey. I've never heard of that. Okay, here we go with some window trim. I like black because it's going to stand out. I've got a different detail brush from that same kit, or same pack of these Jerry Q brushes. Die Hard? No, they're not. You sound like my husband. No, they're not watching Die Hard. How can that be a Christmas movie? Somebody tell me. I mean, just the name. Is that Bruce Willis? Isn't it sad when people get old and start having issues? It makes me sad. Especially when we grew up with them, you know, like, that's when you're like, wow, I'm getting old. And Suzanne Summers dying, you guys. I watched that that show when I was young. Three's Company. So now in our house, if somebody hollers out, you know, hey, do you remember so-and-so? Then I know the very next thing they say is going to be, they just died. Really? Nestor the long-eared donkey? Okay. I'll have to add that to my list. I made a list last year from you guys' suggestions, and then I never watched, you know, I don't know what I did with the list, but it's long gone, so I need to write down some for this year. And then do it. What's the best thing y'all have watched lately? So what I do when I paint lately is I watch a trial, like a live trial. And right now I'm watching the Maya Kowinski or something like that. I don't know how to say her last name. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Oh, you're late, Cheryl? Is that what you said? Does anybody know about that trial? Because it has been really eye-opening, and I'll quit it, Stony. No Die Hard. I'm not adding that to my list. Ooh, I got messy right there. On whimsical paintings, it's okay to be a little messy. It doesn't matter. It's still cute. So don't be a perfectionist. And if you are, then you will probably hate my paintings because I brace imperfections. Embrace imperfections, that is. I hope I'm somewhat centered, you guys. That one's too high, I can tell immediately, but that's what I mean. It's okay. It is okay. Now, so I've got that will be something over it. And then let's do our door. Exactly, Janice. I mean, nothing... Unless you want to spend weeks on it. You know, some artists do. Some fine artists will spend weeks and longer even. But I need that immediate gratification. I want, when I'm done tonight, to have a cute piece of art that was fun and I got to hang out with you guys. So, you know, I would rather do that. Okay. I think we are going to put a black line. Hi, Donna. I'm glad you're here live. I hope you're doing okay tonight. Let's do our wreath. Didn't I? Yes, I did. I got out my greens. You dislike Hallmark movies? They're just silly, you know, they're just kind of something to do. I'll show y'all this easy wreath that I do. You can either draw a line, you know, like with your detail brush, just do a little green line. But since I've got that white circle there, I don't know if y'all can see it, that will be good enough for me to kind of keep me in a circle. Thank you, Nelda, for sprinkling. That will help. We want to get the Crafting Coaches Corner plenty of new friends tonight. Did y'all tell me? Because I do want y'all to tell me if you followed them tonight for the first time because, you know, you're new to them. Then let us know in the comments. You never know why I'm asking, but I do want to know. And then if you've already followed them, put that too, because I know there's some people here tonight that already follow them and have for a long time. So let us know all the things. So I've done that one round. I'm going to add a few more kind of toward the center. These are just little leaves shaped like footballs. So that is easy way to remember and make them. And I'll just turn my brush every so often, going a different direction with them. Like that. Awesome. You're new to them. Good, Carrie. Already followed, not sure how long. Well, good. New tonight. Thank you, Vonda. Vonda, come in here as your business. You can come back as Vonda Broussard or Art or whatever. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. I'm going to mix a little white with this green and then come back and give each little leaf a highlight, but see how fast. I mean, you don't spend any time thinking about it. So if I can do it this fast upside down, you can too. There you go. See that? Super fast, but it does give them a little highlight and makes them look better. Good, Sheila. Thank you. I'm glad you do. New to them tonight, Luana. Awesome. Oh, good, Donna. I'm so glad y'all are following them. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate you guys. Since I couldn't get the go live in their on their page, I'm glad y'all are doing that for me. And hopefully they will have me back again someday. I'm the same way, Sue. I don't mind cheesy because I want to feel good. I want happy, Now this trial I'm watching is not happy or anything, but I'm invested because I am a medical person by trade. Like, I've always worked in a hospital, and so I am very aware of the things that go on behind the scenes. I'm very aware of the conversations that go on behind the scenes and how patients are treated by some staff. And so I'm really invested in this trial, and I am waiting to see, all the evidence and what happens. I did put some hunter green. I just mixed my green with a little black and added that and then put that on the wreath. And so we're pretty good on that. Awesome. I'm glad y'all are already following. And some of you, Phyllis said she followed tonight. Awesome. Great. Okay. Let's do our pots down here. We're going to do those red. Ooh, wait. No, let's do a fun color. Let's do lime green. Hi, Christy. You do? So have you heard of, did anybody say if they've heard of that trial or are watching it or anything? I'm going to mix a little green with my lime green, and we're going to do this a fun lime green. Yes, that's right, Brookie. Oh, I love that. Yes. And that's how I feel on my page too. So that's why we connected. I feel the same way. And, it's just such a cool little family that we can form. Teresa, awesome. Crafting Coaches Corner, October 3rd through 5th. October 3rd through 5th. Oh, and next year. Okay. Yes. Ooh, fun. It is so hot here. Can y'all believe it's like 90 degrees today in Texas? Like, come on. It's so not fall. And some of y'all are posting your pictures of your pretty trees. Okay. Doormat. Let's do the doormat. And I'm going to have some snow down here. So maybe... what color? I think red would be cute for the doormat. Let's do the red. Yes, Indian Summer's right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, after the OJ trial? Oh, gosh. Oh, don't remind me. He definitely, don't y'all think he got away with... I am going to dip my kind of old... Don't throw away your old brushes. They're great for pouncing. So I'm going to dip that in my white and just kind of put some snow on the ground. I'm going to try to pick up just a tad of blue here and there. And then I'll go back over this with white I don't want too much blue in it, but I do like blue in my snow. But let's get some snow on the ground down here. I might have to get out some fresh white. Aren't y'all sweet? It's so good to have people. And, you know, another thing, I was thinking about this because somebody was talking about how nobody checked. I was watching a true crime kind of thing, and nobody checked on this guy. And I was thinking, you know, I feel like if you were gone for a little bit, somebody, your online friends would be like, where's Deb? You know, she hasn't been live and she's not commenting. So somebody would be checking on us, right? So don't tell me your online friends aren't really friends. That's good enough for now. When this dries, I'll add some more white on top so it's not blue looking. And we probably should have some even behind the house. So let me just add some kind of, oh, y'all. That's what I mean. I didn't think that through when I was doing the background, but we'll add some snow up here. But since we haven't done our outline, no problem if you get it on your house. Is that about even? Yes, somebody would check. Y'all tell me what you do. So like, you know, if you have a business or a page, tell me what is your kind of thing. What do you love to do most? What's your specialty? If somebody said, oh, you should watch so-and-so, she's so good at blank. What is your thing? Let us know. Okay. How funny. Yes, right, Cynthia? Something's wrong. You just crawl on through, sister. Okay, let's do a little stem for our topiary plant or tree or whatever we're going to call it. So I'll add some more lime on that pot now too. So there's our little stem. There it is. Grab a little bit of lime. I want some of that dark green to show through, so I'm just kind of getting it on, scruffing it on right over that. Like so. Playful. Think of it playful. I'm going to add some of that to my wreath too. Just a little. Quickly. You can do it super quick. Don't have to spend any time thinking. You know, don't try to worry about where you're placing it. Just anywhere on a leaf will work. Like that. And then, of course, we're going to need a few berries. So I've been using Country Red a lot. It's a really pretty red. I like more of a blue red, you know. And so that's kind of what this is. Let's just put a few here and there. Oh, good. Vintage crafts. You love pictures. What does that mean? Pictures. You love watching. You're all over the place. That's good. I mean, being eclectic's fine too. I just want to, hi, Vicki. I just want to see if any of y'all, photography, Barbara says. So see how fun, like you can kind of follow people that are saying things that you're into too. And that's always nice. Okay. I'm going to take a little yellow with a little white, really lighten that up. I don't need very much. And when I say yellow, I'm using that antique gold. So more white than the gold. Let's see if y'all can see this. You love taking pictures. Oh man, that's something I would love to hire somebody to do. I'm terrible at taking pictures, and my product pictures are terrible. I'm not good at it. And I'm just going to kind of scruff some on the windows, just dry brushing it on. Okay, now you can use a dotting tool if you want to. You know, these kind of things that you get with your Cricut or you get at Dollar Tree, but I'm using just the back of my brush, and I'm going to start doing some fun things to our little gingerbread house. Somebody has a bad eye. Oh, that's good, Cynthia. I'm glad you're enjoying that. So what are you doing exactly? Let us know, so somebody may be interested in that. Okay, now I'm going to get that white on my brush, and we're going to put some on the windowsill, some snow. So just kind of wiggle it on. It needs to be imperfect. It would not look right if we had a straight line, so I'm just kind of wiggling. I actually think I'm going to add a little to my wreath even. Just kind of tapping lightly. Hello, Heather. Oh, Joy, a blood clot. That is awful. I'm so sorry. That's scary, isn't it? I think just on the top for that. Let's let y'all see that up close. Y'all see that? We're going to put some snow, lots of snow on the roof. I think I'll even go to a larger brush. Just a large kind of round brush will work. Not large, but maybe like something like that. Because I want a pretty good amount up here. That's why you don't have to be too careful. If you notice, like it's not straight and perfect, because I knew we're going to put snow. So just wiggle that brush. And how thick and how much, totally your preference. You know, just kind of take a look at it. This will need 2 coats, so I'm going to let this dry while we move on to something else. I think I'm going to put some like across that little part here too. Come back in down at the bottom now. Let some of the blue show through. And I'm going to grab just a touch of blue. That was too much. With my white, and we're going to make a little shadow under the little pot. Yes, pray for her. If you guys are people that pray, that just write the name down or say a prayer right then when you see something like that. You'll tell It's starting to look like a little gingerbread house now. And then now let's do our little doormat. And I think I want red to kind of bring out the red that's going to be in our little pot here. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Thank you, Inga. I'm ready to get to the resin part. And I see I just got some white on my door. Oh, good, Mary. I'm so glad. Maybe I'll paint some of these. I've been doing artist trading cards. Do any of you guys trade or make artist trading cards? And let me see. Ooh, I just got one in the mail today from Celeste Chester. Celeste, are you here? I'm trying to think if I remember seeing you tonight, and I'm not sure. But let me show you hers. She sent up some adorable little embellishments too for me to use in others. So I was just floored when I saw all this. But this is one of hers. Isn't it pretty? So we use either a trading card, not a trading card, but like a playing card, or you can just use scrapbook paper or whatever for your background. And then you just embellish it however you want to. She sent me these 3. So that's an artist trading card. It can be painted or things like this. You can do napkin art. I have about 20 probably lessons on my YouTube page and on Facebook. And then she sent me some pretty napkins. I almost used this napkin tonight. That's what I was thinking about doing. Something with that. But I decided to do this. But anyway, yes, Karma, the Rolodex or memory decks cards are fun too. So yes, I have lots of those tutorials too if you are interested in that stuff. But if you want to send me one, I'll send you one of mine. Because I'm thinking this would be a cute one to do for those trading cards. So I'm going to take that brown and black and just go over my door because I did get a little white specks on there. And just, you can just go right over what you did. This is going to be one of my special things I'm putting up, but I am going to put just a little bit of this color behind it just in case a little part of it might show. I don't think it will, but just going to put a little bit of that. Kind of bothers me looking down and seeing that. And then I'm going to add a little more snow, and then we're about ready. What am I forgetting? I need a doorknob. I may be forgetting something, so y'all holler at me. Tell me what. Chimney. Good thinking. Yes, it's got to have a chimney. I'm going to do another coat on that. What was I thinking? Of course, it's got to have a chimney. Yes, they are, Vonda, for sure. I mean, you can use up a lot of your scraps. In fact, most of my tutorials are not of anything that you have to buy. It's just things you have on hand. So definitely, you can do a wonky. You know, we could do it like kind of curved. I'm trying to decide if I want it that way or if I want it. This is pretty standard, so I'll just do kind of a standard. But it'd be cute to do kind of a Whoville theme on this. I did a Whoville painting last year. I think it was an event I was in. It might have been Chris Hunter's. I can't remember now if it was, but it was a Whoville themed event. that is going to be one of my little cute things I'm putting on here. I'm not telling you, you have to watch to see it. But yes, that it's going to have a spot. That, and I've got two more. You guys, I'm going to have to put a little dot here to remind me. These two and this and this and this are all going to get one. So it's what I always call the star of the show. Something that I put on my glass art that's like special. I usually try to find something that's kind of cool or unique to use, because I like it to be different. Everybody's doing it now, so you got to try to find a way to be different. I feel like it needs a little windowsill too, but I don't think I have to paint it on. I think I can just put snow, like, you know, like a little shelf under your window. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I think we could just, like, you pretend the shelf is there. So let's say the shelf is like this in the summer. So we can just pile on some snow, right? And then you don't have to like draw the shelf. That's what I'm going to do here, because I feel like it needed that. Does that make sense? Is anybody going to try to paint this? When I say try, it's easy. You can do it. It's not like, it's not easy. There's something I'm seeing in the camera that it needs. Oh, Mary Jo, we're still live. You caught us. You are with us. Now, if you have tuned in late, please be sure that you are following the Crafting Coaches Corner. And I do have it pinned at the bottom, so it makes it easy. Please, please follow my friends over there, because you will be introduced to people you don't know, and you will love them. Oh, yes, a dot outline. That's a great idea. If y'all don't mind me taking a little more time to do that. This is really a long one. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed that it's taken me this long, because this is very easy. I don't know why it's taken me so long. And please, you know, you guys that are with the Crafting Coaches Corner, don't feel like you have to babysit. I'm not going to do anything crazy, so if y'all need to go, go. Because I know you're probably like, wrap it up, lady. I could even do the resin another day, actually. Really, Janice? They don't mind? Okay. And then I think I will take my detail brush, liner brush, which is a detail brush, and maybe make that have some lines in it for character. And then I do think that it would be cute to have dots all the way down. I know it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're getting really small by the 4th, so I'll start doing 3. Oh, really, Mary? Okay. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are my kind of people. I like easygoing. I don't like uptight. I don't like, you know, like, just have fun and relax. But I do try to be real conscious that I know everybody's busy and has other things to do, and I don't want to take up too much time either. I can tell this is not perfect. So, what gingerbread house is perfect, though? I mean, they're just by nature, they're whimsical. Y'all like that? Smoke out of chimney. Yes, yes. For sure. I agree. Thank y'all for the hearts. I can see them peripheral vision. I can see them going up. And I think the snow is covering the ones that would be up on the roof. Now, wish I had a good detail brush. These are, I've left these in the water so long that they're not like they were when I first got them. So we're going to do something, maybe we'll do joy instead of, I was going to do welcome, but that's a lot of writing. So we'll do and I know this is probably backwards for y'all. Not too great. That's why I say this one's free. This is just going to be a little happy meal for somebody. This is not one that I'm going to be able to sell. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Well, that's my goal, is to just have fun. You know, my tagline from day one has been to increase joy, reduce stress, and have a supportive community through art. That has been since day one what I said my page was about. And I have not wavered, because we need more of all of that in these days. You know, we all have enough stress and enough things to fret over. We need an escape from all that. There's my black doorknob that hardly shows up, so I'm going to add a little white and give it some highlight here with, that's right, Christy. Christy, come as your page if you want to, a painter's daughter, because both of her parents did art. So there's the little door. Okay, what are we forgetting, guys? The only other thing you could do, or not only other, but one thing that I do like to do is some snowflakes. But I do whimsical, so just kind of quickly and imperfect. Like that. Wow, that one's messy. Candies are coming. That's the big surprise. It's my cute little candies I found. Ah. And then you can, you know, sprinkle your brush. When I do that, I'll get a little bit of, oh yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. Y'all are watching out for me. I'll get a little bit of water and mix with my white paint to thin it out a little, and use like a toothbrush, and then just kind of, I'll send it. Yes, I mean, if she likes it, I'll send it to her. Whoever y'all want to tell me. Stony, I know you have a reason, so yes. Is she the one with the blood clot? I'm not even sure. But I took white paint on my Pouncy brush and offloaded it, and I'm gonna do some smoke coming off the page. See that? Okay. Now let me think. I think that's good, unless y'all are seeing anything that I'm not. Like, I could go on and on. You know, you can put lots of details, you know, on this if you want to. Oh yeah, Margaret, for sure. Because we are so susceptible to infections. When you guys see, I know I have lots of ladies on my page that are praying people. So if y'all see those, please jot them down. Or say a prayer right then. Lots of prayer needs, always. I'm going to kind of give that doorknob a little highlight with the white. Wow, I can't even get my brush to work. And then a little highlight on our pot. Already did some snow on there, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's just do our resin, if we have time. Or would y'all rather me resin another day? Y'all let me know. I am going to just kind of give that a little something there. If you make a mistake, you just act like it was meant to be and just do what you did here on the other side and it'll all be okay. That look okay? Whoops. Keep going unless I'm tired. Is that the official? I mean, we're okay. I love to do it. I love to show it if y'all want to see it. Do the resin. Okay. They're saying do it. I'm going to do it. Now, let's dry this because anytime you're going to do resin, you need your painting to be completely dry. So I'm moving these out of the way. We're here. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. All right. I love it. I put some lime green on them. I did the regular green and some lime green, so I think I'm okay on those. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, just use your pouncer brush with a little bit offloaded so it's not too much. Swirl or swirls near the windows. Up here or... Thank you, Karen. You guys, I appreciate it so much. This white needs just a touch more. Okay, Janice. I love teaching the resin. Love it. I wish I had some of my trees to show you. Oh, I do. Can y'all see those? If I move, maybe? Let me move. I don't know if y'all can see those or not. Can you now? They're back behind me. Okay. So here's what I think is going to be super cute. These I found at Michael's. So they're little jewelry beads. They're glass. And I think these will be so cute. And then I found these, which are resin. They're a little larger. Don't ask me where. I want to say Temu. I need to write this stuff down because y'all, I've been dying to use these. Just dying to use them. Look how cute. Can y'all see? And then I thought I might need some smaller ones. Let's just test them out. You see? Oh, you did see the trees? Good. Oh, I love the trees. I have to be careful with the trees because I don't know who did them originally. Like, everybody's doing them now, so, you know, I'm not sure who started them or whatever. But I hate to step on anybody's toes. And Cindy Manley does beautiful trees. So does Aggie. And I don't know how to say her last name. If y'all know, you can tell me, but I don't know. But, oh, I missed it. But, okay, you're going to get a... So I don't know about teaching them. You know, I don't want to step on toes, so, but I do love to do them. So here's, yeah, I don't know if I love them mixed now that I see them together. They're okay. What do y'all think? Let me try the small ones down here. Oh, those are cute down there. That's kind of a good one. Good size. Can y'all tell? No, that's not her. Oh, you did, Teresa? Good. Okay, so then we could put these on the house maybe. Let's see. That's cute. That's not too bad. What do y'all think? So having the peppermints here and then the small ones on the topiaries. Do y'all like it? Smaller on the bottom. Okay. I was so excited to use those. So let's see if we want anything else. And I probably do want, I forgot to pull these before I started. Probably want a little clear over the snow. I do teach the trees in my private group. I just feel funny about teaching them on my page because I sure don't want to step on toes is what I was trying to say. I don't know what's okay and what's not. I don't know. I need a coach. I don't have a coach to tell me. But maybe a little bit of this glass down here is cute. I don't think it needs too much. Let's just take a look. Can y'all see that? Hopefully you can. I think that's all it will take. Okay, so whenever you use resin, you always need to have gloves. There's no latex in these. So if you ever get a kit from me, because I do sell the kits in my Etsy, then these are, I put in non-latex gloves. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate y'all. And then you need a couple of little medicine cups to do your mixing. I think I did get those cups out, but I don't see them. Excuse me. My nose is running. So I've got a 3-ounce cup and I've got the little 1-ounce cups. You're going to need a couple of those. I use the Art Resin brand. It's very safe. You can do your research, and I definitely, yeah, I'm going to go back and read all your comments because I'm just seeing glimpses of them. But you definitely need to do your research before you try resin. Some resin claims to be non-harmful, but it is. And also, if you're like me and have a little trouble seeing the little tiny lines, go ahead and mark your cup. I am going to do, since I don't have anything extra to resin, I'm going to do just enough for this. So I'm going to do and this is even going to be too much, but Art Resin does have a calculator, sorry y'all, on their website, and you can put in like 6 by 12, whatever size your substrate is, and it will tell you how much resin and hardener you need. But it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're using 1/2 ounce of one, you're going to use 1/2 ounce of the other. When I pour one, I put the lid on and I put this bottle far away. And everybody that follows me knows why, but it's so that if I get interrupted, then, and I come back to it, otherwise I wouldn't remember if I poured resin or hardener. So now, once one's far away from me, I know that's the one I've already poured. And if you'll get in the habit of marking your cups and putting things far away once you've used them, things like that, then you won't have any issues. And I learned that the hard way because I did that exact thing once, which is why I tell you. And now I have this process every time, and I haven't had any issue since. So just little tips that I have picked up. Oh, Joanne, thank you so much. I appreciate the stars. You're going to need a little stir stick and a toothpick, or at least that's what I do, and I put in my kits. And we're going to mix these two together. I don't know if Christy is still here to do my time. She just always has from the beginning. And if she's not still here, somebody will have my time, I know, because it just makes it easy for me. Thank you, Christy. She's so awesome. But you'll mix these together for 3 minutes solid, 3 whole minutes. Don't skimp. You definitely need the 3 minutes. And so she always has my time. Once I start mixing, she'll start the clock. And I do occasionally go over just a tad, because in a cool room, you might need just another minute or two. But I just stir slow and easy, and be sure those two get mixed up really well. And then occasionally you're scraping the sides of your cup. I'm so sorry that I've taken so long on this page. But y'all are telling me that some people do, and it's okay. So, but it is such a fun thing to do. And the resin that I use is very safe. I've done my homework. And so I've explained it all in my private group, and they mostly use this brand too, for the most part. And I don't have any issues. Every time they turn out so good. So I don't switch. It is a little more expensive than things you can pick up at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I've told everybody that my health and my husband's health, and, we have a pet. I mean, that's all important to me. So I'm not going to skimp on resin. I'll skimp other places. And, I have, so that I can, do this resin. But anyway, I just recommend you research yourself, because there probably are other good ones. But thank you, Janice. Thank you, Christy. Let's see. So again, just mix kind of slow and easy. I kind of do this cup is pretty small, but I tend to do like a little figure 8, or kind of just want a really good mix between the two, and then scrape off every so often. You need a level. I got this one at the Dollar Tree, and it works fantastic. You want your item on a level surface to cure. So while I'm sitting here and doing this, it's okay if it's off a little, but if I'm going to let it cure overnight, it's got to be level. Otherwise, it will not turn out good. You'll have too much on one side, and over here it'll be almost bare, and it looks terrible. You can't sell it. You don't even want to give it away. So just be sure that you're on a level surface. What else? You'll cover it with I use a food tent. So if you see those little food tents in the summer, if it's got a very tight weave, you don't want one that's pretty open. So it needs to be a pretty tight weave. That's what I cover mine with, but you can use a box lid or shoe box, or something. It just can't touch any of the sides, and needs to be clean with no dust or no debris in it, obviously. Yeah, I'll show you my food tent in just a second, because I've bought one that actually the little netting was a little too large. Thanks, Christy. I could tell we were coming up on it. It's nice and clear. This one I actually did get from Temu, so I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the netting is small, very small. And the things that I worry about, like we've got a pet, so like a dog hair or my hair or an eyelash, those kind of things I don't want in y'all don't need my DNA, right? So, little specks from dust that just goes through our houses probably could get through, and sometimes gets through, but you're never going to have a piece of art that you do that's perfect, right? Never. And I'm taking these off for now. I'll put them back. But I do take a clean, dry brush and just brush everything down, because, while I've been sitting here, something could have landed on it or whatever. And I do recommend washing your glass. I put it in a strainer that's like super fine. So kind of like this, where no little pieces can get through it. You don't want a regular kitchen strainer if it's got larger holes. That won't work. It's got to be really, really, really fine. And then once I know this is clean and good, I'm going to pour some resin over it. And use my little Dollar Tree spatula thing. These are usually in the beauty section because I think they're for people to use with facial masks, but they may have them in the craft section now. I don't know. I feel like every crafter uses them for crafts, so maybe they're moving them. But anyway, you're just going to cover the entire thing. See how it already has made my painting look prettier. It makes the colors pop. But with this brand of art resin, you do not have to wear a mask or respirator. Now, if you have any issues, like, you know, you've got maybe a lung disease or lung issues, it probably would be beneficial to wear a respirator or just to not use resin. You know, like I am not a physician. You know, they say it's 100% safe and everything, but like I am just one of those people that's not going to ever take a risk with my health. But I know Christy uses this and she has a lot of allergies and things, and this doesn't bother her. But it's, you know, good to do your research or even ask your doctor if you've got a lung disease or lung issue. Let him know what's in it, or, you know, take the little SDS sheet. You can get it right on their website. And I'm just slow and carefully bringing it to the edges without going over. It is self-leveling, so as the evening goes on, it will just kind of continue to, you know, if I have a little bit too much in the middle, it's going to level out as long as it's on a... Are y'all leaving? Everybody's like, she's taking too long. Good night, whoever left. I totally understand, especially you East Coasters. But I'm just pushing it to the edge without going over. I love teaching this, and like I said, the majority of my lessons are going to be in my private group, but I do have some on YouTube for resin art. And I believe, gosh, now I can't remember, was that in my, I think I did a really pretty pink tree. Y'all, if you're in my group, help me remember, was that on my page, or was that, I don't even know. It might have been in my group. But anyway, you hang out with me and you'll learn it. I'll hold this up. I won't be able to turn it very much. I saw Justin doing some resin today. He cracks me up because he would let it run down here and then he'd hold it up for people to see. Very brave. So once you get it kind of, you know, all how you need it, then I'm going to put my glass. But let me let y'all kind of see, if you can, the shininess that it gives. Okay, Patty. Yes, come look at them in the morning. Mary Jo, that is a little spatula that you get in the beauty section of Dollar Tree. It looks like this. And it is like to spread out your mask or whatever, I guess. So then you just take your glass and put it where you want it. And by putting that resin first, it kind of helps everything. Actually, I do want to torch this real fast. I use a kitchen type torch, a butane torch, and just give it the once over with this torch to pop all the bubbles. And I already see one of my hairs in here, and that's why I always pull my hair back to do resin, because They just fly through the air, you guys, you know. And if you see something, you can pick it with that little toothpick. But then just put your little pieces where you want them. You can put your pieces down and then put your resin, but I have found that I like this way better. So I just tend to, and then just sprinkle this glass. Hopefully y'all can see all this. Sprinkle the glass here at the bottom. Might need one more piece of blue, or a couple of pieces of blue. I'm trying to use the blue, a little blue and a little white down here. And I also always have a pair of tweezers handy, because that sometimes I like to take a piece and kind of put it where I want it, and tweezers really help. So just have an old pair or get a pair specifically for this, and that way you can kind of move things around how you want it. I'll hold this up again. And once I get everything on here, I'm kind of doing the once over again and picking up any of these little tiny particles. What they are, the glass is going to have little particles, like I said, going through the air, are particles that we don't see. And so I just do that first and then hit it with my torch. And if you notice, I'm not hitting these. Like, this is glass, so it's not going to hurt it. But sometimes, like the plastic, or I've used wood stars and things, you don't want to, you know, get too much heat. But can y'all see? Here, I'll do the Justin and kind of try to turn this towards you for a second. Y'all see? Scary. Thank you, Sydney. So glad you're here. It's like full circle, because I met you at this last year doing this. It will not run over the edge, Janice. Now, here's a pro tip that is so helpful, is if you will be sure to, or if you will let your resin sit for like 10 minutes before you do this process, it'll do even better. Because at first, when I poured it, it's very runny. I don't know if y'all can see, but it is very runny. And after it sits here 10 to 15 minutes, it gets a little thicker. Still not thick, but it's a little thicker. And that is the perfect time to work with it. So, you know, I prefer that. But of course, when you're live, you don't have that luxury to sit for 15 minutes. But I prefer that. And then I can really easily get it how I want it and all to the sides and things. And it never runs over. Now, that being said, since I said it never runs over, it probably will tonight. But, you know, you can get it off. It's for another day. I'm not going to go into all that today, but there are ways to get it off. But you can just tape with some painter's tape underneath, and that will help you until you get to the point that you don't have to do that anymore. That way it just makes cleanup super easy. So you guys, thank you so much for being here to the Crafting Coaches Corner. Thank you, all of you coaches, for letting me be here tonight. And I appreciate every one of you. 2 buttons slid. Oh, they sure did. Yes, that's another thing. So I'm glad this happened so y'all can hear this part is, I'll babysit this for a good 15 to 20 minutes before I just forget about it. So I will put this on my other table where I let it, you know, cure, and cover it with this tent like I showed you, and it'll be fine. But then in 15 minutes, I'm going to walk over there and look. And if they've moved again, then I'll just use my tweezers and pull it back up. Of course, while this is in the runny phase, they can move. That's why you kind of babysit it for a minute. And then It's resin and hardener. It is an epoxy resin. You love it. Thank you, Sheila. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys had fun, and I will post a picture in the morning so you can see it in the daylight and turned how you want to see it. So thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you to all of the Art and Grace followers for following the Crafty Coaches Corner. Like, I appreciate y'all doing that for me. So they're not mad at me. We couldn't get it worked out to where I could go live on their page. So y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here, and come back tomorrow and look and see the picture. I will, Sydney. Thank you, doll. Bye, guys. Have a good night.